Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, bringing you a grand solar minimum update on Sunday, May 27th, 11:04 p.m. Mountain Time, 2018. Happy Memorial Day, not for those in Ellicott City, Maryland, when Main Street looked like this today. Totally fluxed. Happening 2 years ago, a similar event. This is more epic. And we can see flooding events like this worldwide on the increase. As we report on it, as predicted, cosmic ray increase leads to increased cloud nucleation, atmospheric rivers, and rainfall like we have never seen in modern history, because we're not in modern history. Each day is a new day in the grand solar minimum narrative, and we're witnessing it live, and that's why we're reporting on it here at the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Not to scare you, but to prepare you. Storm swamps Memorial Day revelers from Florida to Maryland thanks to cosmic rays. Subtropical storm Alberto was taking aim at the Gulf Coast while separate storm systems caused potentially catastrophic. Are you kidding me? Flooding in Maryland. Potentially catastrophic. Alberto, the first named storm of the season, threatens the Gulf Coast. As we predicted 17 days ago here on this channel, subtropical storm Alberto taking aim at holiday revelers on the Gulf of Mexico on Sunday, bringing a rising storm surge, possible tornadoes, and much as a foot of rain to parts of Florida, Alabama, and Georgia, the National Weather Service said. Did they now? Catastrophic flash floods hit outside Baltimore. Crews conduct water rescues. We showed you this video. It's insane. In the membrane. It doesn't get crazier than that. Well, I suppose it could, and it's going to. But let's not talk about that. A state of emergency was declared in Maryland on Sunday as catastrophic flash floods and dramatic water rescues unfolded in and around Elliott City amid heavy rains. Governor Larry Hogan announced the state emergency on Twitter and noted he directed the state's emergency management agency to assist in any capacity possible. This is crazy stuff. That is a road in a town. Look at the speed of this water here, kids. And if you watch this and you click the links below and get to it, there is a woman taking that first photo that we open with, crying. And I don't know why she wouldn't. This is the most insane video of the bunch. So if you bear with me, some people who lived in the area told the Baltimore Sun the flooding seemed worse than the last catastrophic flood. Look at this. People on the porch here. What are they thinking? Absolutely insane. Maryland. Heads up. Totally fluxed. God, it's worth another look. The lights are blinking. The road is filled with water. The road is filled. Some people who live in the area told the Baltimore Sun the flooding seemed more than they saw 2 years ago when a storm killed 2 and destroyed some local businesses. There are no immediate reports of fatalities or injuries, but information is still preliminary. Send your prayers to those people. That is destroyed. Guys, did you hear what happened in Texas the other day? Hail. This hail crushed houses. It was a wind event, and it was insane. You got to watch this video. The people were praying. This guy from the Richland Springs Fire Department's crying because he couldn't believe nobody was dead. Luckily, many people in this area have storm shelters, and they went down in them. There's a good shot of one of the storm shelters that saved lives. And look at this, just all the windows broken. This guy was claiming that his screens were screwed in. And they just somehow were sucked out by the fury of nature. And he's like, it's 90 out. And look at this ice. Is that insane? There was softball-sized hail associated with the storm. And he's going to show you the dents on his hood. This is like 50 miles north of Houston in Texas. And I didn't hear about this. I had to search for this. This is insane that they're not telling us what's going on. So take a look at this. Give it a thumbs up. It doesn't have any thumbs up. Is that crazy? This video, no one has seen it. Please come here. Tell them Diamond sent you. Kaksan. And give him a thumbs up. We're the first thumbs up for this video. That is insane. Subtropical storm Alberto maintains strength, heads towards northwest Florida as we predicted. Landfall at Fort Walton Beach. Still sticking with it. Subtropical storm Alberto strengthened Sunday and took aim at Florida's panhandle. No, it didn't. It's sitting off the coast. I don't know what they're talking about here. It's 11 p.m. Update. National Hurricane Center in Miami. South Alberto is 95 miles southwest of Apalachicola with maximum sustained winds at 65 miles per hour, which is rapidly increased above 50 just moments ago and is headed towards hurricane force winds. This is going to make landfall as a Cat 1 hurricane tomorrow, noon, Monday, Fort Walton Beach. Be ready. The storm is moving quickly northwest at 9. Hurricane Center forecasters do not expect Alberto to strengthen, but Diamond does. With the necessary minimum sustained winds of 74 miles per hour, we're predicting this to get to 82 miles per hour at landfall. So we're going to be watching this closely. We're going to check every model and show you why we are saying this. So let's quickly run it through. You can see the eye wall tightening here in the next 3 to 6 hours. And that is going to increase the winds by 10 to 15 miles per hour. Just the tightening of the storm as it passes the peninsula here. We're looking at windy here, windy.com. The eye is intensifying right there. And I believe that it makes the most damaging winds are going to be smashing Panama City as the eye goes towards Fort Walton Beach. And here on the windy model, we can see that landfall is probably 30 miles east of Fort Walton Beach, they're predicting. But it's just a model, kids. Let's come to the GFS. You can see 990 kilobars currently, dropping to 988, 984 midday Monday, and making landfall at 983. 20 miles east of Fort Walton Beach, with the heaviest sustained winds, Panama City, as well as the most torrential rains and flooding. It's going to stay tight and dump copious amounts of rain quickly. So, be ready. If you don't already have preps, get them now. Go now. Real quick, I wanted to show you some heavy snow falling here in British Columbia and Alberta in 2 events through the second week of June, bringing the snowfall total up in the 25-inch range in some areas here in Alberta. And us down here in the Southern Mountains getting snow Monday and Tuesday. I can't wait to see that. Hundreds of passengers are stranded on planes in Stansted Airport for more than 4 hours as flights are canceled because of lightning striking a fuel tank during an epic thunderstorm. One said the airport totally abandoned everyone on the flight. Flights have been canceled and delayed after lightning struck a fuel tank. More than 200 passengers' jets were delayed at Stansted after lightning damaged the airport's central fueling system in the early hours. That's not the only thing that got struck, kids. There were over thunderstorms delivering more than 60,000 lightning strikes across the UK as electric storms sweep the UK. People snap and film the spectacular light show that could last until Wednesday. Heads up, UK. After a sunny start to the bank holiday weekend with temperatures reaching 27°C, Saturday's balmy evening eventually broke into violent thunderstorms accompanied by heavy rain and amazing thunderbolts, striking very pointy buildings. UK was struck by lightning more than 60,000 times in 24 hours, according to the Met Office. Temperatures overnight did not fall below 15°C. He said, adding, for the end of May, that's pretty hot and humid, so everything was primed. We had some storms coming in from northern France and some building up in the channel, so they sort of spread out and have been working their way in. It looks like there's one huge area of thundery showers that worked across London just before midnight. And here you can see some rich jackass with a helicopter taking a picture. Dwindling farmland sparks a deadly conflict in Nigeria. Christian farmers, Muslim herdsmen square off in escalating violence that puts President Muhammad Buhari's security pledges to the test before elections. Heads up, Nigeria. Religious wars. Catastrophic cooling. Seismic update. No quakes of note, thankfully, except Hawaii is going off the rocker. Lots of lava moving below the Kilauea. We're at the wind map. If you don't know about it, I'll leave you links to it. It is totally trippy. You can enlarge this baby and just have a ball. There's Denver. Heads up, wind map. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. This is some old school technology that's still around. Pretty windy out here west of the divide. The rest of you just sitting in nothing. Worldwide volcano news update. Popocatépetl, Reventador, Sabancaya, L'Anguila. Come check it out yourself. Do some homework, kids. We've got a lot to cover. Let's go here. Photos. The scariest natural disasters are all happening at once, as predicted by our channel. We wouldn't exist if we didn't think it was going to happen. Grand solar minimum much? You read it. The U.S. government just admitted to recovering materials from UFOs. Here are the latest updates. Are you... What did... Yes, he did. 60,000 booms of lightning. You want to learn how to survive a lightning strike? Crouch down low like a baseball catcher. Get as low as you can. The nearer you are to the ground, the less likely you are to be struck. Up on the balls of your feet. Touch the heels together so that the lightning can arc through your feet. Place your hands over your ears so you don't blow out your eardrums. Whew, a lot to know. How to survive a lightning strike, an illustrated guide. Thank you, guys over at The Art of Manliness. This could save your life. We just saw 60,000 strikes in 24 hours in the UK. Heads up. Have you heard of this book? A new little ice age has started. How to survive and prosper during the next 50 difficult years. Thank you, Lawrence Pierce. This guy is kicking ass and taking names, and he's coming on our show Wednesday, so you better not miss it. 10 p.m. to midnight East Coast, 7 to 9 p.m. West Coast. You fill in the blanks in between. That's at freedomslips.com, Studio A. Suckers. Let's talk about more suckers. Science alert. Have we ever heard about the reef of madness? Yes. Well, you're about to hear about some more. Can cannabis cure cancer? Of course it can. The federal government has a patent on THC, you idiots. But in this article, it doesn't say that. It's so embarrassing. It says there is zero evidence that cannabis has any curative or even helpful impact on cancer, despite enthusiastic claims. And then it goes on to say that everyone that smokes pot is a loser and a hippie. So please, if you can, message Science Alert and stick your foot in their arse. Because it's nothing but reefer madness they're peddling. It's total nonsense. I'm going to show you one paper, Anti-Cancer Mechanisms of Cannabinoids. This is March 2016. Let me read the title again for you. Anti-Cancer Mechanisms of Cannabinoids by Velasco, Sanchez, and Guzman. In addition to the well-known palliative effects of cannabinoids on some cancer-associated symptoms, as that article was leading on to, is the only good thing for cannabis, is that it helps you eat. A large body of evidence shows that these molecules can decrease tumor growth in animal models of cancer. They do so by modulating key cell signaling pathways involved in the control of cancer cell proliferation and survival. In addition, cannabinoids inhibit angiogenesis, In addition, cannabinoids inhibit angiogenesis. So that entire article that we just showed you was a complete lie. Absolute nonsense. They decrease metastasis in various tumor types in lab animals. In this review, they discuss the current understanding. So, this is only one of thousands of pieces of literature coming out on the anti-cancer mechanisms of cannabinoids. This is from Current Oncology, which is in the mainstream. This is not even a fringe. Anyway, have you heard about Hemp Lucid? Oppenheimer Ranch is giving you 20% off all Hemp Lucid products. You just come here and shop now. When you get to the coupon code, put in BOOM, all caps. Boom! And you get 20% off instantly. Heads up. We love each and every one of you. People are getting electrocuted. Learn how to squat and touch your heels together, and you'll be safe. The time is now to start preparing for the inevitable. Don't be scared. Be prepared. We love you.